You're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and welcome to another anime review, and at last it's another Go Nagai review. It's been a fat minute since we've reviewed some Go Nagai stuff, so here it is, finally. So today I'll be reviewing Kekko Kamen, the 4-episode OVA series. I'll touch on the manga a little bit, but we will be mainly focusing on the OVA. Now, Kekko Kamen, for those of you who don't know, was originally proposed by Go Nagai to his publisher as a joke. It was literally just him bullshitting a bunch of stuff, what if we had Kekko Kamen instead of Gekko Kamen, because Gekko Kamen was a manga or TV character at the time, I'm not 100% sure what, and Kekko means like sweet, so it was a pun, and he's like, and what if instead of a costume she was nude? And what if instead of the claw of Satan, which is what the villain in Gekko Kamen was, we have the big toenail of Satan? So that's, the principal's name is literally the big toenail of Satan, and he made it up just kind of as a joke, but the publisher's like, yeah, do it, and he's like, okay. So Kekko Kamen is very much a shitpost of a manga and anime. It's Go Nagai just making some stupid shit for the sake of making some stupid shit. It's fun, it's zany, and it's over the top. It goes out of its way to be incredibly over the top. Each episode has a different villain. In the first episode, it's an S&M Nazi named Gestapo. And it's very tasteless and over the top in many ways. The whole plot to the series revolves around Kekko Kamen, a nude masked hero who wears nothing but the mask, and goes around rescuing students from the teachers who want to punish them for having bad grades. At this school, the teachers punish the female students, typically in a sexual way, for their bad grades. They don't do that to the male students. It's very similar to that plot that was adapted into the Abashiri family OVA arc. I assume that's part of the Abashiri manga as well. I haven't actually read it, even though I do own it in its entirety. Very similar in that regard as to the premise. It's a school where the teachers punish the students in a sexual way. Kekko Kamen shows up and saves them, typically focusing around her friend, the main girl, whose name is Mayumi Takahashi. There's also another girl named Yuka, who's originally kind of a red herring that people think is Kekko Kamen. There's a few of those red herrings. Each episode they're trying to figure out who Kekko Kamen is. The anime doesn't actually get up to the point where it shows who Kekko Kamen is. I read in the manga up to where it did, which was a few chapters in. If I remember correctly in the manga, she actually cross-dresses as a male student to hide her identity, so that's why they can never find her. Each episode has a different villain, which is the new punishment teacher. So in the first episode, it's Gestapo, the S&M Nazi. In episode 2, it's a big, buff, gay bodybuilder who uses his masculine charms to distract Kekko Kamen. And in episode 3, it's a robot who was originally designed to look like a student that was later made into the punishment teacher. And then in episode 4, it's a Ronin. So each one follows the same formula. The new teacher's introduced, they punish Mayumi Takahashi. Kekko Kamen shows up and saves the day. It's pretty repetitive, it's a monster of the week sort of thing, villain of the week format. Fairly simplistic and fairly to the point, but it's fun. Again, it's over the top, it's zany, it's wacky. It's not the deepest show in the world, it's actually fairly stupid as far as the plot, but it's fun, it's funny, and it does have some fun fight scenes. Although, admittedly, I think Kekko Kamen relies on the same move quite a bit too much, which is the spread eagle, spread legs, open thigh jump. That goes by all three of those names, spread eagle, open legs, or spread thigh, or open thigh. So, she just spreads her legs and throws her pussy in your face. That's the entire attack. And she uses that attack a lot, except for in the few instances where she can't. I think there should have been a little bit more attack variety. But again, this thing was written as a joke by Go Nagai to blow off steam, so it's not anything super substantive. That said, it is a fun one of Go Nagai's works, and it is a 90s OVA, so of course I enjoyed it. It was overall fun. Not my favorite Go Nagai work, but I certainly liked it more than Hanape Bazooka, although I'm thinking of giving Hanape Bazooka another go just because I feel like I was maybe more harsh on it than I would have been maybe now. We'll see. I'm more critical in some ways, but I also think that I'm more keen on OVAs now, so I might like that one more. Anyway, Kekko Kamen is fun. It's a fun Go Nagai story, and if you liked the OVAs of Abashiri Family, you'll probably like this because it follows a similar plot structure. That said, I do think Abashiri Family was a better OVA, primarily because of Naojiro, but also because the first episode had nothing to do with that and was actually really fucking cool. Another similarity this shares with the Abashiri Family is its 4 20-minute episodes, as opposed to being 45-minute episodes. So that's just another thing it has in common there, so it's fairly short. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. This has been Fugitive Red Eye. Have a good one. Toodles.
I'm a Michael Jordan.
You fucking Makai are all the same. One little sniff of pussy and you lose it.